Did you know that shortly after World War II, around 800 Japanese soldiers fled into the jungles of Vietnam and became soldiers, advisors, and commanders for a communist group that eventually became the Viet Cong? It's especially surprising considering the Imperial Japanese Army committed some of the most horrific crimes against humanity, though most of these soldiers weren't war criminals. In fact, some had Vietnamese wives or girlfriends, along with children. And rather than abandon them to return home in disgrace, these men decided to avenge their defeat by helping their Asian brethren in their war for independence against their Western colonial masters, France. These defectors became known as the New Vietnamese. Some, like Lieutenant Mitsunobu Nakahara and Major Ishii Takuo, became teachers and commanders for the Viet Minh, teaching them Japanese tactics like ambushes, night raids, and human wave charges, while others like Koshiro Iwai fought alongside them on the front lines, with over 30 Japanese servicemen awarded high-class distinctions for their services. As a result, these soldiers became high-value targets to the French army. Of the original 800 defectors, only around 130 survived, most of whom were promptly kicked out of Vietnam following France's defeat, as the Viet Minh no longer needed their services. To make matters worse, since these men had served for a communist state, the Japanese government placed them on watch lists, and most businesses refused to hire them, causing many of the new Vietnamese to fall into poverty. Now, if you're wondering whether any of these men fought Americans in Vietnam, a declassified CIA report claims that Colonel Masanobu Tsuji, a notorious anti-American who orchestrated several massacres in the Pacific Theater, did serve as an instructor for the Viet Cong and went missing after travelling to Laos. To this day, his fate remains unknown. But if you want to know more, you can watch the full video here.